Hey everybody in YouTube land. Um so I've decided, that's my favorite way to start off one of my videos. I've decided that I am going to continue my fast. Today is day 6 of my fast. So real quick, 4747 are just, numbers. So real quick, I feel like I told my friend this the other day. I was coming down with a cold real bad. It just came out of nowhere. And when you're a mom and you take care of children, when they're sick, you don't really get sick. You know what I mean? So when I kept saying, "Oh, I'm going to go get me some food. I'm going to go get me some food." I think because I was being disobedient, I was allowed to get sick. Now, I could be wrong. It could just be because my children already had the sniffles. My children already had, runny nose and coughing and stuff, that I got sick, right? But mind you, I have been taking care of my children all week. And it wasn't until the day before that I said, or maybe 2 days before, that I kept saying, "I'm going to go get me some food. I got to figure out where I'm going to go eat. I'm going to get me some African food. I'm going to get me some Jamaican food. I'm going to eat real good," right? It wasn't until after that I got sick. Now, I mention this because I said this in an earlier video. I have been divinely guided and led to fast, right? And the whole time I had been fasting, I hadn't really been praying. You know how people say it's going to be a whole lot of fasting and praying going on, right? And I was just fasting. I was posting my results and posting my videos, talking about it, whatever. But I wasn't praying, right? I hadn't been praying for real. And when I realized it, I wasn't praying. I was listening to Cup of B. Go subscribe to my girl Cup of B, especially if you love tarot, divine messages. I was listening to Cup of B, and she was like, something about prayer here, something about prayer. And I was like, damn, I haven't been praying. Oh my God, I haven't been praying. And I felt so bad, because usually you pray over your food, I hadn't been praying like I usually do. So I say all that to say, y'all, it's important to, oh, your locks are so beautiful. It's important to be obedient. And I keep seeing 221. I need to look that number up. 221. I seen it 3 times today. It's so important to be obedient, because when you working with the Most High, you're working with in accordance to your best and best, potential. So it only makes sense to do what God asked you to do. I've been divinely led to fast. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, right? I never said this on social media, but I have been divinely led to fast for 2 weeks. Now, mind you, the longest I've ever fasted was for 7 days, a week, right? That's the longest I ever fasted. So I was like, God, you talking about 2 weeks? God damn, I'm a foodie. I'm a chef. I love to eat. I love to cook. I love all parts of preparing food, even going to the grocery store. Like, I love going to the grocery store. I love picking out my food. I like feeling the fruit. I love every part of preparing food. That's just one of my passions. And it's crazy because it's a distraction. Honestly, it's a distraction, and I have to know within myself. 838-988. Excuse me. I have to know within myself that what's to focus on, what's most important. What is the most important thing to focus on? Because we only have so much energy and we only have so much time within a day that we can really do things. So it's like, I don't got time to be sitting around, salivating over food, being a slave to food. That's what it really is. And always trying to worry about how I'm going to eat, when I'm going to eat, what I'm going to eat, how good I'm going to eat, how good the food's going to be. I can't worry about those things because God said he takes care of the birds and the bees. Am I not greater than that? So I have to know that my daily meal will be prepared for me. There will be a feast laid out before my enemies. I can't worry about that. I cannot worry about that. I'm getting chills just saying this stuff. I can't worry about that, y'all. Obviously, we cannot worry about that, okay? I wasn't planning on coming here and saying all of this, but I've decided to go through with my fast like I said I would. To go through with my fast like I said I would, and not to stop. Just go ahead and get it done, because God said so. God said, I felt like God was talking to me. You know how your mom will tell you, what did I just tell you to do? You know how your mom will tell you, what did I just tell you to do? No, I didn't say go up the street and stop and then go all the way up the street. I said go to the store, get the stuff, come back. I didn't say stop, go talk to your girlfriend, hang out, chill. No. That's not what I told you to do. So I felt like God was telling me, like, what did I tell you to do? You said you want these blessings, right? What did I tell you to do? And I said, you told me to fast for 2 weeks. And I said, okay, so what you plan on doing? I was just going to stop my fast for 2 days. And then I was going to hop right back on my fast. And I was going to fast for those 2 weeks. No. And God was like, no. That's not what I told you to do. What is you doing? I just started this little boy. He would walk across the street, but he could hear me. He could hear me using my mama voice. And he was like, he looked back like, hold up, my mom outside. And then he realized, I don't know that lady. But that's how it was. It was like, God was like, that's not what I told you. I didn't tell you to take 2 days off so you can eat with your family, this, that, and the third. And so another thing I wanted to mention about that, because I'm about to go in the store real quick, y'all, but before I do, another thing that I want to mention is that in accordance with being obedient, is that we have to be obedient no matter what the circumstances are. Yeah, I wanted to break my fast to be social with my family, just in case we went out to eat after the memorial. However, my purpose and my calling is higher than being social. And I have to stay focused on what my assignment was, what my assignment is. And not only just stay focused on what my assignment is, but being obedient. So it's like, no, I don't care if your family go out to eat. I don't care if y'all got something else going. I don't care. That's not what you're supposed to be doing. That's not what I told you to do. That's not what I told you to do. So, do whatever it is that God told you to do. That was just put on my heart to say. Do whatever it is, child. Do whatever it is that God told you to do, because at the end of the day, you want them blessings, don't you? Okay? Just think about it. If you're a parent, just think about it as if, like, when it's about to be Christmas time. I don't celebrate Christmas, but this is something relatable most people can relate to. When it's about to be Christmas time, and when you want your child to do their chores without having to check up on them, without you having to say anything to them, without you having to check back with them. It's like, you want this Christmas gift, don't you? You want your birthday gifts, don't you? You want to keep living good, don't you? Right? Right? So do what I asked you to do. All right. So I hope that this was helpful for you. I hope that you guys received some type of tough love from this. I know it was I know it might be a little too rowdy for some people, but it's gonna reach the people it's supposed to reach. Do what God asked you to do. Be obedient, and you know what I'm saying, let's get to these blessings and be in accordance with the Most High. Because why wouldn't you want to be in accordance, in unison with the Most High? You get what I'm saying? It's not, it don't get better than that. It don't get no better than that, okay? And so, yeah, that's the message for this video. I'm about to make another video of updating you guys on how my fasting journey has been. Even though this was kind of an update, but I'm gonna do a different one just on the fasting itself. I feel like this one was more of a spiritual update. So y'all have a beautiful day. I love y'all. Peace.